Not all ENTJs are smooth. Sorry to tell you that. But this video is to help you figure out if you are a smooth one. Don't you want to date a smooth ENTJ? Say ENFJ female. I'm kind of looking at this from the perspective of a smooth ENTJ male. But of course, there are smooth ENTJ females as well. And I'm thinking of this in regards to dating. So there could be a super handsome, attractive, sexy ENTJ male who knows how to win a woman over. And you could feel extra special if you're wooed by this man because maybe he's got some things that make him appealing. And so he understands how women work. Now, a man who's like a 9 out of 10, he might also suck at being smooth because he's given everything that he's ever wanted. He gets special treatment. He has pretty privilege. So he doesn't have to practice his skills like somebody who might be lacking in certain areas or maybe not that perfect person, but they learn how to charm you over. Either way, this guy learns how to be a smooth one. And if you're dating, you want to be a smooth one so that you can get the woman or the man of your dreams. So it entails having a deeper depth of understanding people a little bit better. So somebody might argue, well, if an ENTJ is amazing, well, he's a thinker. So he's not a feeler. So he might miss some steps in understanding the depth of emotion like he might need to in order to be like really make a woman find him super appealing. But there are some exceptions to the rules. If you're a smooth one, you're an it factor. And by the way, I have a cold or something. Just to put this in context, this video could also be called How to Know an ENTJ Likes You. And it probably works best for them to be a smooth one if they are really interested in you. So they may know like right away that there's something about you that they really like, that they find appealing, that they find attractive. And so they are going to be a smooth one because why? They have more to lose. So they're going to be strategic, and an ENTJ could be very strategic, so strategic that the needle moves extremely slowly, like they work on you slowly, especially if you're in a context. Let's say you work together. So they're going to move slowly, but deliberately. They might move carefully. You may not see all sides of them at first. You might not even realize that they're a smooth one. They might be taking baby steps with the things that they do for you, the way that they act. You might start to see a variety of sides to them. They might even open up their playbook to you. Like they may give you a strategy to use on them where they deliberately tell you, do this, but not that with me. Do that, but don't do this with me. So you kind of know, this is what he likes or this is what she likes. So I'm going to do those things. And then before you know it, you are intertwined in a connection that is like none other. And the juxtaposition of this person is you've got a leader, you've got somebody who could be assertive, aggressive, take charge. And with you, they're different. They're so different that you could miss that they're an ENTJ. And that's if they're really into you. They're going to let their guard down more. They're going to be more vulnerable. They are going to be quieter, more observant. They're going to step back a little bit. And even though they could be super assertive in many ways with you, they're going to give you this certain level of respect and kindness and gentleness and treat you well. So when they're dealing, for example, with other men, they're not going to be a pushover. They're not. But if they are attracted to you, it's not that they're going to be a pushover, but they're going to be incredibly kind to you. They're going to be a gentleman. They're going to let down some of that. They're going to push aside some of their aggressive energy and cater to you. They might be like, I brought you flowers. Smooth one isn't so obvious. You might think like this guy that's super assertive and aggressive and coming at you with, hey, they basically just want to sleep with you kind of energy, but they're very appealing and they put on the charm and I want to marry you tomorrow kind of energy, like speaking a woman's language really fast, moving really quickly. The smooth one isn't going to do all of that. A smooth one's ego is not going to be front and center driving the bus, because everybody says that men have big egos, right? A smooth one is not going to lead in that way. If you look at the red pill community, for example, they come up with all of these tactics and strategies that women can interpret as abusive, and it's all about ego. So I have to have a bunch of women, but you can't have any men. And I can blatantly cheat on you and let you know that I'm cheating on you, but you better not have anybody else. Or I'm sleeping with multiple women, including you, and you can pay for my dates. An ENTJ male who's a smooth one, he's gonna want to follow some of the rule book as far as being a gentleman. He's going to be comfortable in his own skin. He's not going to need to use manipulative tactics. He's going to use tactics that win you over long term. It's kind of like if you're working on a project and you do something quickly and sloppily, or you're building something for your house and you're just putting anything together. It might be a short-term useful thing in your house. But if you want long-term success or long-term use, you're going to have a different strategy. You're going to use the best things. You might have to save money over time so that you can get the highest quality items so that it's long lasting and it's giving you back something. So this smooth guy is taking the time to build a really solid, sturdy foundation so that you're not going to want to leave. You're not going to want to have all these questions like a red pill type guy where it's like, I'm laying down the foundation quickly. It's not real because I really don't care about you. I just want to use you and abuse you. No, this guy is putting in the work and he doesn't care how long it takes, but he's going to do things to win you over. And he may have different tactics. Like there might be situations where he does need to be assertive with you, or he does need to take the lead, and he understands that, where he's like, wait, hold up, we're not doing things this way. So he may show you that occasionally. You will see him really trying to give you his best, and you're going to appreciate that so much. Like if things don't go the way he wants, you're going to see him feeling let down in the sense that, hey, like I gave it my all. So I know that didn't go the way we wanted it to, but it wasn't because I wasn't trying to put in the effort. Whereas a guy who isn't so smooth, he's not going to care, because if you get hurt by something, because he just wants one thing, The ENTJ smooth one, he's going to be trying to figure you out and what makes you work. He's going to be like, what do you need? What do you want? How can I help you? What can I do to pour into you, to invest in you and what you need? He's going to be confident enough to give you what it is that you need. He's going to put in the work. Do I need an extra job to make you feel what you need to feel? He's not going to be, what can you give to me? What can you do for me? He's probably going to be kind of turned off by that method where, oh, like there are some women, and I know some women like this, who will buy a man the most expensive shoes and buy him gifts, and I'm going to pay for our dinner, and I'm not going to give you the chance to say no to me. I mean, that's going to backfire long term if you teach him that that's how you're about, because you're going to get tired of that. And then let's say that you guys end up getting married and he's like, what are you going to do to serve me? What are you going to do to meet my needs? You're turning him into an a-hole and not a gentleman. And a smooth one, he's not going to need his ego met in that way. He wants to be the man energetically. So he's going to be willing to take his time and win you over slowly, if that's what it takes, because he knows up front, you're what I like, you're what I need, you're what I want, and he's going to work towards that. And he might play a few little games in between, not huge games, just subtle games. Like, he might pull back a little bit occasionally, or where he does little things like, I'm not going to say goodbye to her before I leave. I'm just going to leave. I mean, just little things, because he wants to reel you in, but he's not going to do that on an extreme basis. He's going to be like, I know you want my attention. Don't worry. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you what you want. I'm going to give you what you need. I'm going to fill up your love bank. He understands that. So you might start off like, I'm not interested. I don't know if I'm interested in him romantically. Like, I can just see through him. But then he tightens up, and before you know it, you are falling in love with this particular version of an ENTJ, because they know what they're doing. They understand the art of pursuing. This is not a one-note guy. This is a mature guy, and he's going to try multiple strategies, multiple. So he's not going to be your one-note kind of guy. And also, he might flirt with you, yes, but that's not going to be what he leads with. He's not going to lead with, say, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to be like the one-liner guy. And not that can't be fun. I think sprinkle some of that in too. But he's not going to just lead with, hey, I'm all about sex appeal. There's going to be depth. There's going to be maturity. So in dating a smooth ENTJ, typically refers to someone with the ENTJ personality type who is adept at navigating relationships with confidence and charisma. ENTJs are known for their leadership qualities, decisiveness, and strategic thinking. When they're described as smooth, it often implies that they are, number one, charismatic communicators. They're articulate and can express their thoughts and feelings clearly, making them engaging conversationalists. Two, they're confident. Their self-assured nature tends to attract others, as they often know what they want and are not afraid to pursue it. Three, goal-oriented. ENTJs typically approach dating with a sense of purpose, often seeking meaningful connections and being upfront about their intentions. Four, direct. They prefer straightforward communication, which can lead to clear and honest discussions about relationships. Five, determined. Once they set their sight on someone, they're likely to be persistent in their efforts to win that person over. Persistence is the key. They're not going to give up easily. They're not going to quit. So while these traits can make an ENTJ appealing in dating, they may also need to be mindful of being too dominant or intense, as this could sometimes overwhelm potential partners who may not share the same level of ambition or decisiveness. Balancing their assertiveness with empathy and flexibility can lead to more harmonious relationships. So, that in a nutshell gives you an idea of what a smooth ENTJ looks like. Do you know any of them? And do you consider yourself to be a smooth ENTJ? And if you need help with your love life, don't worry. This ENFJ wrote a book for you all about love strategies and things that can help you in that whole arena. And also stay away from the narcs. Check out my book, The Workplace NaRCISSiST, which is all about the elite narcissists of the world. And finally, if you want a whole chapter, a juicy chapter about ENTJs, check out my book From ENFJ Love, which talks about all 16 yummy MBT types. And I hope you're doing well, and I hope you capture the heart of a smooth one. Until next time, bye.